It was one cold Beltane eve. Maybe it was the coldest night the world had ever seen. Mother Eagle was up in her nest, huddled over her fledgling chick. Not far off, she was spied by the old hawk of Achiel. Finally, Mother Eagle said, even though it's so cold, I have got to go and find something to eat for my chick. So she left the nest to look for some food. No sooner that she's gone than a hawk of Achiel swooped up and down into her nest and swallowed that little chick without a fuss and snuggled on down where the chick had once been. Soon, Mother Eagle came back with some morsels for her chick, who was really the hawk, and fed him. That done, she began to complain about the cold. She says, oh, this is such a cold night. This certainly must be the coldest night the world has ever seen. And her chick, who's really the hawk, answered and said, not so, Mother dear. There was a colder night than this. And she said, how could you know that to be so when you were hatched from the egg but a week ago? Her chick, who's really the hawk, said, maybe you might want to go ask the old blackbird Duve of the forge. Maybe he can tell you. So off she flies over to the forge there, the blackbird Duve. That's where he resides. And she begins, by saying, oh, Duve, you know, this is a cold night. And he affirms that, yes, Mother Eagle dear, it is a cold night. She says, well, my chick said there has been a colder night than this. But how can he know that to be so when he was hatched from the egg but a week ago? And Duve answers, he says, well, I'll tell you how long that I've lived. This iron bar that I'm perched on, I've rubbed my beak on that iron bar for so long, I have nearly worn that bar in two. And I have never seen a colder night than this. But there is somebody who has been around a lot longer than me, and that's the old stag of Canebrake Hill. You might go ask him what he has to say about it. So off Mother Eagle flies over to Canebrake Hill and finds a place to perch. And old stag comes up to her. He greets her, and she is saying, you know, it's a cold night, right? It's a cold night. And he said, oh yeah, it's cold, all right. And she said, well, here's the thing, is that my chick is saying that there was a colder night than this. But how can he know that to be so when he was hatched from the egg but a week ago? And he says, well, Eagle Mother dear, let me tell you how long I've lived. Every year I shed my antlers. And every year I have put my antlers around, like a fence, around this great meadow. That's how long I've lived. And I have never seen a colder night than this. So, but there is somebody who is really the older than me. And that's the salmon of Asaroy Pond. You might go and ask him what he has to say about it. So off Mother Eagle flies over to Asaroy Pond, and she finds a branch to perch on over the pond. And soon the salmon comes up to greet her. And she's saying, well, this is the thing, I've been trying to find this out. You must know that it's a cold night. Oh yeah, I know it's cold. It really, really is cold. And she said, well, here's the thing. My chick said there was a colder night than this. But how can he know that to be so when he was hatched from the egg but a week ago? And says, well, Mother Eagle dear, let me tell you, there was a colder night than this. It was so cold that this pond froze. And in freezing, it caught me up just like this. And while I was caught up just like this, the old hawk of a hill swooped down and plucked out me eye. So, Mother Eagle dear, it's got to be that chick of yours is none other than the old hawk of a hill. And off she flew back to her nest, but you know, that old hawk had flown the coop. Just a footnote, that's the Celtic way of going back in time. Every one of those animal beings, has a length of time, so many hundreds and hundreds of years. And the salmon, the Berun, he's called, the Berun, is the oldest of all. So all knowledge and wisdom comes from the salmon.